So let's discuss the problem 2D array from HackerRank. The problem says that we are given a 6 by 6 2D array and there will be total 16 hour glasses possible in this 6 by 6 array, and our glass is of the form A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is the form of the hourglass. So I will be telling you how 16 hourglasses are possible in 6 by 6 2D array. So this is the first hourglass. This is the second hourglass. This is the third hourglass, and this is the fourth hourglass. So we can see that from starting from the first row, there are only 4 hourglass possible. Similarly, starting from the second row, this is the first hourglass, this is the second hourglass, this is the third hourglass, and this is the fourth hourglass. So now we have counted 8 hourglasses. And starting from the third row, this is the first hourglass, this is the second hourglass, this is the third hourglass, and this is the fourth hourglass. So these are the 12 hourglasses up till here. Now starting from the fourth row, this is the first hourglass, this is the second hourglass, this is the third hourglass, and this is the fourth hourglass. Then 12 plus 4, 16. In this way, there are 16 hourglasses possible. And if you go to fifth row, then here the hourglass is not possible. So we can see that for each row and column, there are only 4 possible hourglasses per row and per column to print the maximum sum. So what we have to do, we have to calculate the sum of each of the 16 hourglasses and print the maximum sum out of the 16 hourglasses. So here we can see that if this is the matrix, then uh, you can calculate the 16 hourglasses and their corresponding sum, and the maximum sum we can see here is 28. So 28 is our answer for this array. Now we can see the constraint here is given that each element can range up to -9 to 9, and obviously the indexing would be from 0 to 5 since it is a 6 by 6 matrix. So similarly, you can see the example sample input 1 for more details, where these are the 16 are glasses, and you can calculate this their corresponding sum, and the maximum sum you will find is of this hourglass that is given here, that is 19. So 19 is our answer. So let's discuss the logic for the problem. So starting from the upper left corner, that is first row, this is the first hourglass, and the indexing of the first hourglass of each element is uh, this is 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 1 2 0 2 1 2 2, and I have written this indexing here. Similarly, this is second hourglass, and the corresponding index of each element are written here. This third hourglass and the corresponding index are written here. This is the fourth hourglass and the corresponding index are written here. And now this will be the last hourglass starting from the first row. As you can see, only 4 hourglasses are possible. Similarly, starting from this row, this is the first hourglass, and similarly 4 hourglasses are possible. I have written the indexing of the first hourglass, and rest 4 you will write. Similarly, starting from the second row, this is the hourglass, and the indexing of each element I have written here. Similarly, starting from the third row, this is the hourglass, and the indexing of this I have written here. And as you can see, only 4 hourglasses are possible here also. So 4 in each row and 4 in each column. So we will get total 16 hourglasses, and we will calculate the sum of the elements present at these indexes. Only 4 hourglasses per row and 4 hourglasses per column. So to calculate the sum of each hourglass, so we have to run the two nested loops. The outer loop will run 4 times, as well as the inner loop will run 4 times. So there are 4 into 4, the total number of times the loop will run equal to 16. And as we can see, we have 16 hourglasses. So let's see the logic. Here you can see that the indexing of the first element of a R class is 0, 0, first R class, and the indexing of first element of second R class is 0, 1. Similarly, this indexing of second element of first R class is 0, 1, and the indexing of second element of second R class is 0, 2. Also here it is 0, 2 and 0, 3. So we can see that every time this, suppose the indexing represented by I comma j, so every time it is incrementing by 1. Here also 1 is becoming 2 and 2 is becoming 3. Here 1, it is 2. Similarly here 2, 2 0, 2 1. So every time the indexing of if the indexing represented by ij, the j will increment by 1 every time, and for every column the ith index will increment by 1. Here you can see the I is value here is 0, it will be 1 here, then 2 here, and 3 here. So what we have to do is we have to calculate the sum of these elements. So if we calculate the sum of first R class, the sum will be this. Here these are the indexes written 0, 0, then 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. So this will be the first row. You can see these three indexes for the first row. This is the middle element A11 and the last row of the R class. This is the last row of the R class. So if we are to calculate the sum of the first R class, the formula will be this. And each time you can see that each time for each row the j value is incrementing by 1. So we will take it as general. So if we take it as I comma j, the first, then this will be I j plus 1. This will be I j plus 2. This will be I plus 1 j plus 1. I plus 2 j, and I plus 2 j plus 1, and I plus 2 j plus 2. So if we write indexing in a general form, then this will be the indexing. So what we have to do, we have to vary the value of I and j. So from the general indexing, we can say we are having the index as I plus 2 and j plus 2. So we can say that the maximum value I can take is 3 because 3 plus 2 is 5. So for the I value, we have maximum index as 5. And also similarly for j value, we have maximum index as 5. So if we have general indexing j plus 2, the maximum value j can take is 3. So we will run a loop, first outer loop for I, ranging from equals to 0 to 3. And similarly, the nested loop j equals to 0 to 3. So now we will look into the code. I have taken in previous value for storing the previous maximum sum. So what I am doing is I am initializing the previous variable to be int min, lowest integer value, and this max sum will calculate the sum for each R class. So initially I'm initializing it to be 0. Then as I have told you that the auto loop will range from 0 to 3. So I'm running the loop from 0 to 3 and also the j 0 to 3. So I'm calculating the max sum here for every hour glass according to the formula I have written. And if that is greater than the previous maximum sum, then I'm updating the value of previous. And at the end, I am returning the previous value. So this way, the max will contain the maximum sum comparing all the hour glasses sum. Thank you.